Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Did you pull any shards, any void shards for this 10 times event? Today we have 32 void shards. I'm going to pull them all. We really want a shot at Riho Bonespear, a tremendous champion. But before we get into her, I want to tell you a little bit about the charity we're going to support today. If we do pull a legendary, it's going to be $200 to the Arc of the United States, an organization that's close to my heart. A lot of you guys know I lost my brother who was autistic 40 years ago. Very, very close cause to me is supporting individuals and their families with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So we're going to go ahead and make that donation. I'll have a link if you guys want to learn more about the ARC in the description below. And a quick disclaimer about shard opening videos in general. Listen, they're your favorite, and maybe not you in particular, but my viewers love shard opening videos, right? They do really well here on the channel. My viewers love shard opening videos, right? They do. And I just wanted to be very, I guess, forward and transparent with you guys that if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would not do this many shard opening, or I wouldn't do videos, obviously, but I wouldn't pull this many shards, right? I think I have to give that disclaimer kind of from time to time because I don't want to be in the position where I'm encouraging other people to spend money on the game if they can't afford to do it, or if it's just not the best thing. So I wouldn't even... If I wasn't making content here on YouTube, I wouldn't even do all the 2-time event shard pulls. I would do selectively some 10-time events, probably would pull for this one because I think that Riho is really, really cool, especially if I was close to my Mercy, so I knew I was going to get a legendary anyway. But even the 2-time events, if I wasn't a content creator, I would still do them, but if I had a bunch of champions I was already working on upgrading, I probably would just pass on that 2-time event. But here, it's easy content, and honestly, it pays for itself as well, and we add a little charitable component, so I don't mind doing it. But just kind of want to give that, just want to let you guys know, right, that, you know, I don't encourage people to just spend like hundreds or thousands of dollars a month unless, you know, you can afford it and what you really want to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Anyway, guys, with that out of the way, have a continuous heal buff on the ally with the lowest HP for 1 turn. Really strong A1, right? Really strong. Also has the weak version on all allies with 30% HP or less. On the A2, we have a 3-turn cooldown with all of these debuffs. Stun, HP burn, decreased defense, weaken, decreased attack, and decreased crit rate. Amazing for bosses, right? On the A3, removes all debuffs from all allies, then places block debuffs for 2 turns. This is all on a 3-turn cooldown, guys. Also heals all allies by 35% of their max HP, and a further 5% for each debuff removed from them. Wow, Perfect Body is an insane support ability. The full cleanse plus the heal. When receiving any debuffs, instantly transfers them from this champion to the attacker. That happens every 3 turns, once every 3 turns, and then attack and faction crypts by 42%. Going to be really strong for Shadowkin faction crypts, provided that you don't need the you know, the defense or whatnot on your aura. So there she is. Let's see if we can get her here, guys. I actually don't know how close I am to my Mercy. I wish I did. I wish they had the Mercy counter somewhere up here. It makes things so much easier for those like me who don't keep track. Let's go ahead and stop rambling on, and let's go ahead and start pulling here. So we do have a 2-times chance with the 15 time here, or with 15, what? We have the 2-times chance along with the 10 times chance. Just to be clear about that, didn't kind of mention it, or it was unclear in my preamble. So Aboro, actually a really hard hitting champion who I have not built out yet, but as soon as they add that Faction Wars crypt inside the game for Shadowkin, I will be building and doing more guides on some of these Shadowkin champions. We have a, well, you guys can read the kit. We're not going to go over every single one here. But, you know, not only does she have a pretty cool kit, but again, deals a lot of damage from everything that I heard about Aboro. Let me know, guys, if you have an Aboro, and if you've maxed her out, let me know how she does for you guys in the comments below. So here we go, going into, and by the way, we really want a rare here. We really want a Renegade. Renegade's one of those champions. You guys have a champion like this, a rare champion, maybe even an uncommon champion, right? Maybe like an Arbiter or something like that. Or Arbiter, what? Armiger.
Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn questions. Who are you?
I have told you.
Are you deaf?
That was a Freudian slip there. I think if you have Arbiter, you probably upgraded her, right? Cardinal, not bad revival, but I don't really use her, though, to be honest. Do you have a champion? Uncommon. Harrier. The worst champion, man. Worst champion.
Maybe I'm not a very funny person.
Do you have a champion that you've always kind of wanted to upgrade, but you've never kind of gotten around to it? There she is, Ursula the Mourner. She's one of those champions for me, really. She has an incredible revive. Revives all dead allies, 75% HP, fills their turn meter by 50%, also increased defense, and a strengthen on all allies for 3 turns. Really, really good Requiem. Really, really good ability there. She also has decreased attack and increased attack on the same ability on a 3-turn cooldown. She's a really, really good champion. Another champion who I've not invested in yet, but she's on the radar. She's on the game plan, on the calendar. Harvester. But yeah, Renegade's that champion for me, right? So we really want to pull her. Knight Revenant. We want to use her on maybe one of my main teams, you know? So maybe my main Eternal Dragon team, I'm thinking. But she's a rare that I just haven't built. Haven't built whatever reason and don't have her in my vault. So here we go. It's going to be Rowan. Rowan, I've never been a big fan. Some people are, some people aren't. She's kind of a polarizing champion in terms of, you know, I don't like that she has heal reduction on the A1, she has stun on the A2, and then she has poison on the A3. I mean, Grant is a 4-time hitter. Each time has a 100% chance of placing a poison. That's a lot of poisons on a 3-turn cooldown. Do any of you guys use her? She's been buffed, I think, 2 times now. Maybe even 3 times. She's been buffed a lot. She has a high base speed at 108 as well. All right, so here we go. We got Panthera. All right champion, just all right. It's been a while since they've added a really good rare champion to the game. Dagger is one of my faves, though. She's probably the last rare they've added. I might be forgetting somebody who's worth building, you know, who's really worth building. Frozen Banshee, Dagger. I'm not sure who was added first. I think Frozen Banshee was first, but since then, it hasn't been a lot of champions. We have, like, Fnatic, we have Abyssal, just some, like, all right rare champions. One of the new guys isn't that bad either. Marquise. Let's keep it going here. Am I getting close to the... every single pull? Another Oboro. That's 3 Oboros. Am I getting close to the Mercy? I have no way of knowing. No way of knowing.
It never happened.
Here we go. It's a Ripper Fist. 14 left. I am going to re-up here. I just didn't want to buy shards if I don't need them, right? Because I only want Riho Bonespear here in Renegade. So there's Doomscreech. Doomscreech a pretty good champion. Big version of increased defense, as well as a 30% turn meter boost. Really, really solid there. Kind of like Seeker's little brother, you know? Fellhound, definitely one of the better campaign farmers. If you use Fellhound as a campaign farmer, let me know. I use Queen Ava, but Fellhound, honestly, is right up there with Queen Ava. Some would argue maybe a little bit better, a little bit faster. Veteran, okay. Veteran, decent, I would say, like slightly above average for the decreased attack on Faction Wars, but that's about it. Cold Heart, still one of the better champions in the entire game, as you guys know. Oxes, plenty of Oxes here. All right, 8 to go before we re-up. Here's another epic, and it's Sawai, Firstborn. She also got a buff, I believe, but not enough. I think that the tail of that last kind of champion rebalancing Voids, in my opinion at least, was they nailed it. Whirlum Frostking is an incredible champion now. 3-turn cooldown with Strengthen and increased defense. Plus he has like the unresistible debuffs on his A2. And what is it, 40% Doom Tower defense now on his oh, who's this dude? And one of the new, okay, I'm not very familiar with Michaelis.
Put some respect when you mention my name.
Oh, who's this dude? Heals a champ by 30% of the damage inflicted. Okay, heals allow with lowest HP with 10% of the damage max HP. All right, not bad for an A1. But he's a shield buff on the champion of 2 turns equal to 20% of their max HP. Then an ally protect, weak version of ally protect on all allies. So a 3-turn cooldown heals all allies except this champion with 10% of their max HP and decreases the damage all allies receive by 5%. This champion will receive that damage instead. So they're obviously trying to give us like an ally attack healer support option who is also rare. I mean, granted, he's a rare champion, but I would love to see this ally attack 50%. But who knows, maybe 25% is all you need on this guy in order to actually keep him alive because he's also absorbing some damage. Put him in like kind of a Guardian set or Stalwart or something like that, regeneration. I think that regen is actually an underrated set, guys, after the buff. So maybe that's a possibility there. All right, next up, we have another rare. Is it Renegade? No, it isn't. It's Khazard Depart. Increased accuracy champion. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Whirlum Frostking, Doom Tower. I think he has 40% defense in Doom Tower now for his aura. I think it's pretty amazing. Let me check real quick as I make room and re-up for another batch of shards. I'm not gonna go too crazy here, guys, but we will open a few more here. You know, probably about 20. That is kind of crazy, isn't it? Or 40% defense in Doom Tower battles, dude. That's insane. Strength and increased defense now on a 3-turn cooldown. And then he has the decreased accuracy, decreased crit damage, cannot be resisted, increased crit damage, AoE based on defense, and the freeze on the A1 with a Veil, perfect Veil. Yeah, man, he's a good champion. Anyway, guys, I'll be right back. All right, guys, we have the re-up here. 14 Void Shards. I'm going to buy them 14 at a time. And by the way, I do have one, I think, Void Shard on my free-to-play, which I will open after the next, after these 14 are pulled. So, fingers crossed there. Imagine getting Riho Bonespear on my free-to-play on one shard. I'm also going to open a Sacred or two, or maybe a Void or two, depending on how the rest of this video goes, on the Game On, which will be in the pinned comment. So, a lot of content for you guys today. Content. So, here we go. We've got Seducer. Still an all-right rare champion. Used to be better, but power creep, you know? It's Dagger. And the reason I think it's important to add more compelling rares to the game is because they're easier to upgrade, right? I mean, I pulled Mashald on my free-to-play account in my last shard pulling video.
Mashald on my free-to-play? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Dude, this video, we can end it right here. And it was amazing. I love it. I almost have him maxed out. I've been working on him all week. But it's just like, dude, it's going to take me forever to get these legendary books. And I know I'm just really just, you know, at this point, been banging this drum for a long time. Not worth spending a ton more time talking about until they add something. But it's just like, okay, well, I'm not even done with Prince Kymar, who's my first legendary on my free-to-play account, right? I still have like 3 or 4 books that I need for him, let alone now we have to start over. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while.
Well, you've all ignored me, so I'll take that as a resounding vote of confidence.
So at least with rares, you know, a really good, like when I pulled Cold Heart or Apothecary on my free-to-play, it was easy, you know, relatively speaking, to max them out. Where I know it's just going to be a few month process at the least to get enough legendary books on these champions. Anyway, Bloodhorn, and then one more, and then we'll do free-to-play, and then we'll open up a few more, see if we can get that Mercy rule. So be right back. All right, guys, here I am on my free-to-play, and I'll tell you what, man, they don't give me deals like this on my main account, right? The 3 Voids for 10 bucks. The 3, well, this is, the deals are a little bit better. I mean, they're smaller, obviously, because I don't spend money on this account, but no, I don't want that. All right, here we go. 1 shard. Let's do it. Bomb. Free to play.
No way.
Give me Riho.
No.
Or give me death.
We got you.
Okay, give me death. Harking Greatblade, I'm not a big fan. Her A1 is like top 5 in the game in terms of hard hitting. If you do place that extra hit, but still, nah, that's gonna be it. Be right back on my main account. All right, guys, here we go. We have 14 voids left on the main. Let's get it. Let's get it. So yeah, Harkin Greatblade. I had her before on my main, on my free-to-play account. Hey, Jembo the Dishonored, don't have him. Now I do. Excited to build this guy. I will be maxing this guy. Let me know if you want to see a guide on him. An AoE attack. He has a chance at decreasing the duration of all buffs. Cannot be resisted on critical hits, which is really cool on a 3-turn cooldown. He has increased crit rate, increased crit damage on this champion, then gives him an extra turn on a 4-turn cooldown. Go back into his hard-hitting A1, A2, and then he's immune to decrease attacks. Will ignore unkillable when attacking under increased attack. He hits very hard as well, so really excited to have Genbo on the team. Here we go again. We have Seducer here, but as I was saying, yeah, Harkin Greatblade, another kind of underwhelming Void epic. I don't think she's worth building on my free-to-play. Certainly, to invest, is similar to legendaries, to invest in an epic, I really need them to be a game changer as well, because I like to focus on, you know, a very certain specific set of champions rather than spread myself too thin. So another dagger here. So still no Renegade. What's up with that, man? Now we get a Bulwark. 7 left to go here, guys. I thought I was kind of close to the Mercy because I can't remember the last Void Legendary that I pulled, but apparently not. Apparently not. All right, here we go. It's another Fellhound. We got 5 left to go here. 5 left. And I'm seeing more blue. And I got another Ox. We got plenty of Oxes to choose from here. Plenty of Oxes. Might actually upgrade. Nah, I don't think so. I'm going to start working on the rare secret rooms of Doom Tower Hard, so I'm looking for really solid rare choices. We decided that guy wasn't that great. All right. We have a, hey, there she is. All right, so we get our rare choice. That's great.
That's great.
She has heal reduction on her A1. She has 3 random, attacks here with decreased speed, decreased accuracy. But really, it's all about the sacrificial ritual, which is her 5-turn cooldown. Decrease the cooldown of all ally skills by 2 turns. This skill does not affect this champion or other champions with this skill. This champion will receive damage equal to 30% of their max HP, and this will happen, excuse me, if it kills a champion. This will never happen. So excited to build out Renegade and use her in the end game. Now we have 2 more. And it's a Rage Monger. And it's somebody who's not going to be Riho Bonespear, so we'll be right back. This is my last re-up, guys, so it's now or never. Stay tuned. All right, guys, here we go. Rapid fire. 10 at a time Void Shard Pulls coming soon. That affects what, like almost nobody?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It will make these videos a bit faster, at least, guys. It will make these videos a little bit faster.
I've come to talk with you again.
So here we go. 20-something to go, guys. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let's get some good luck here. Scrapper. Need to have my son join me again. We got good luck. Pulled all kinds of legendaries when he did that last shard pull with us. Reliquary Tender. That is a great champion right there. How many times can I sing her praises, right? Tempted to even do an updated guide on her. I use her in Relentless, and she's sick. What a support champion. The only, well, that would be speaking too fast. Trying to think of the only rares who I actually use like every day or close to on my account. And I think, unless I'm forgetting an obvious choice, it's only Cold Heart and Reliquary Tender. That's all I use. Hey, it's Skathix. He's kind of one of the, he's one of the new guys. Kind of one of the new guys. And I don't have him yet because, as you guys know, I am passing on this fusion. Herndig, an incredible champion. Don't get me wrong. Decreased defense and a lot of damage. I just don't have the time right now. Decreased speed on the A1. We have an AoE with the chance of stealing 1 random buff from an enemy on the A2. On the A3, removes all debuffs from all allies, block debuffs, and a shield for 2 turns. The shield is 20% of his max HP. Really cool, right? 4-turn cooldown. It's very, like, it's kind of a miniature version of Riho Bonespears, right? We have block damage buff on this champion for 1 turn whenever his HP drops below 30%. That's on a 6-turn cooldown on that passive. And then resist in all battles by 40. I think this dude is pretty cool. Pretty cool champion. Especially if you need help in like Lizardmen faction wars, but beyond that as well. All right, next up we have Golden Reaper, very fast champ, well, 104, like it's not that fast, but she's all about the speed, right? She has the, she has an AoE decrease attack and turn meter if they're not under that decrease attack on her A2, and then she has increased speed with a 20% turn meter boost on the A3. Golden Reaper, I think, a cool option as opposed to kind of like Haikatoon and Apothecary for speed boosters who are non-legendaries. All right, we have another epic here. It's Tuak the Wanderer. Tuak, a pretty good champion. Deals some damage. Decrease speed. Okay, re-up. Okay, all right. I'm trying to reconcile how I feel about this one, guys. So we're excited about it. Really wanted Riho, but Gurgle the Augur's a really cool champion, really good champion. Ogre and Tribe, he's all about the freeze, right? Attacks 1 enemy 2 times, puts an extra hit on target if they have a freeze debuff. On the A2 on a 5-turn cooldown, removes 2 random buffs from all enemies, and then has 100% when booked of placing freeze debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Grants an extra turn. So it's awesome in the arena to open up with the A2, and then boom, you have another extra turn already. You can go into his A3, attack 1 enemy, place an extra hit if the target has a freeze debuff. This hits very hard on a 5-turn cooldown. His passive has a 50% chance to place freeze debuff on the attacker for 1 turn if this champion loses 20% or more of their max HP on 1 attack, and then attack and faction crits by 44%. So Gurgle the Augur, welcome to the team. You're not Riho Bonespear. That was such a strange reaction I had to that. Like, wait, am I supposed to be happy about this? I'm happy. I'm not going to complain about, a really good Void Legendary who I don't have. I'd rather Riho Bonespear, but it's still an incredible champion to pull. So happy to have him on my account after a long time of just, seeing him and being a little bit jealous. He's not exactly arena meta right now in terms of platinum, but, where do any of you guys own him? If so, where do you use him outside the arena, if anywhere? So Fnatic's one of the cool looking rare champions being added to the game in Shadowkin Faction Wars. He's got a decreased defense on his A1, the small version, but he has a chance of putting the big version instead if they're under 2 or more debuffs. See, transferring 2 random debuffs from this champion to the target on a 3-turn cooldown, and then increase attack on all allies, and removes 1 random debuff from each ally. See, this can be on a 3-turn cooldown instead of a 4. Well, it can be on a 4 book down to 3 instead of a 5 down to 4, in my opinion. No reason why this can't be on a 3-turn cooldown. Either that or... I don't know. He just leaves a lot to be desired, in my opinion. Like, I can't justify building him out even on my free-to-play. What about you guys? All right, next up we have Doomscreech number 2. 5 left, guys. I'm not going to pull any more after this. This is my last shot at Riho Bonespear. Actually, I lied. I will pull a few on my game on, so stay tuned for that. Just a few. Azure, underwhelming epic champion despite even the buff. Did he get a buff? I think he did. It's still underwhelming. All right, Bulwark again. Okay, Riho. Oh! Now we've got a video on our hands. Now we've got a video. Dude, all of a sudden this video just went like crazy, right? And that's $400 for charity too. Boom. All right, so Riho Bonespear. We're not going to go over kicks. We already went over it at the beginning of the video, and boy, was I being a sore loser about Gurgo the Augur. I'm like, well, I'd rather have blah, blah, blah. Well, thank you for $1 million. I'd rather have $1 billion. Like, what a jerk, huh? Anyway, we got her. We got her. Okay, we got a couple more to open. This will be the last one that we open right now. We're going to save the rest, which is 1 plus a sacred, for the game on video today, guys. We're going to cap it there. Thank you so much for watching until the end. It paid off, right? We get the legendary at the end. Good luck if you do make any pulls. And remember the disclaimer that I shot you guys at the beginning of the video. Worth mentioning again here that probably would pull a few, but certainly not, what, $200 worth if it wasn't for a video. Just kind of know that, not just me, but any content creator you watch, realize that we're being compensated by the ad revenue on these videos like this. So, you know, again, just full transparency out there. I appreciate you guys watching all the way till the end. Good luck if you make any shard pulls. And as always, take care, guys.